Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along here for round 4 of the VD Racing League Season 11. We are here in Mexico, and God, I'm excited for this one. I am joined in the commentary box by Yoshi and YB. Yoshi, how are you doing today?
Very well. Yeah, Mexico City. Brilliant race. It is going to be, over the course of today, round 4 race, almost at the halfway stage.
That's absolutely mental. I can't believe, we've already had some proper action-packed rounds, and I'm sure Mexico City will be a very, very good one as well. YB, there we go. It's raining for qualifying. This is probably going to kick off a lot of things. How are you doing, YB?
I'm doing all right, Will. Hoping that Mexico brings us a lot of fun today. I'm thinking after last week in Austria, I think we're most likely going to expect some safety cars today.
We definitely are. Hopefully this rain won't go into the race, but it may go into qualifying as it already is now. So that'll be interesting, Yoshi, for the starting grid today.
Yeah, rain. It's come from the UK. It's arrived here in Mexico City. Well, we could expect, we'll see. Anything can happen because qualifying, but again, we don't know the race conditions. Well, they do, but we don't. So, yeah, so they'll know what the race conditions are. We probably won't. So it's just going to be time before we know when the race starts.
Exactly. Let's remind ourselves of last round. Well, Tiaz Korsman got that win in the end, and it was a very good race from him. Track Racer in P2 there, and Boaty in P3. Now, that spiced up the championships a bit more now, because Tiaz Korsman is in the lead of the championship, not Boaty. I think Boaty, Boaty was our our leader at the time, but no, not anymore. 6 points. That split also between Toro and Boaty, both 6 points. So keep an eye on them today. That'll be pretty crucial from them. Nilu there in P4. We've not seen much of him, but still P4 from him. Very, very good. Barney. Now, this is going to be interesting for the constructors as well. Now, Alpine up at the top of the tables, but 2 points split them and Red Bull. So this season so far, Yoshi, and we're almost coming up to halfway, has been insane.
2 points with this point system. It's very close indeed. Got a qualifying band from Connor Cross.
We have got Bradley and RGTR as well, so that will be pretty interesting. But your predictions, Yoshi, for the grid?
Oh dear. Well, it depends. It depends if the rain stays. If the rain stays, I'm gonna say he has Toro Boaty on the top 3.
Now, we've had a lot of surprises recently regarding the top 3. I mean, could we expect the same really for today?
Oh, hello.
That's interesting. The Haas of Lucek there. Now, what was the other car involved? Is that a Williams?
That was.
Have a look.
A retired car. That was a retired car.
Oh, that's Driver. So Driver has come out. So he's that was interesting. But anyway, they get going again. YB, your predictions for qualifying?
Oh, I'm going to say the weather is going to shift it up. I'm going to say Botti, Remus. I'm going to go wild one. I'm going to go Nico-san.
Oh, Nico-san. Yeah, that's a good option. Nico-san is a strong driver out here. He's had some. He's shown his moments quite a few times now. Now, can we expect to see him as well, possibly up to the top of the table? So that's all to play for in, I believe, about 15. There we go, 15 minutes time to go on board with Lucek at the moment. Now, Lucek in the Haas, Yoshi, we've not seen too much of him this season.
No, we haven't. Well, we have reserve drivers, we have full-time drivers. We haven't seen much for him. That might change today. You never know. As he goes through the stadium section and through the profit corner. Now, this is the place to look out for in the race because side-by-side action can happen.
It definitely can, and let's hopefully see. Well, I'm sure we will. This is I believe, the longest straight in the calendar, isn't it? With run down to turn 1. Now, that will be pretty interesting, especially with the DRS train.
Yeah, it is. It's a long straight with DRS. Obviously, it's not raining right now because it's wet. Unless if it stays right in front of the race, then that's gone out the window. But it's not the race as of yet. So right now they can't use it unless it dries up in the next hopefully 14 minutes. But considering the full wet, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I don't think, I don't think so. It's an interesting one. We've not had full wets in the qualifying session. We did have a dry in Imola, but then it went to wet, but it never got too
Yeah.
wet. And we were stuck in the commentary box, wondering what the hell's going to happen next. So this one is just going to be all about skill at this point. Really, DRS not available for any of these drivers, so it is basically just sheer skill. And this is where we can possibly see some other drivers, newer drivers who we haven't seen much this season, bring themselves up to the top of the table. So welcome along, everyone, if you have just joined, and do put your predictions into the chat. We've all got the chat open, so we'd love to read them as well. But Lucek still trying to push that car to the limits as we now come into the stadium section. Now, this is going to be pretty interesting, Yoshi, for the opening lap. This is possibly one of the most hardest places to overtake.
Yeah, like I said, you got to look out for that position alone for any lap. The opening lap is crucial though, unless we get a safety car before the stage, and it can happen. Would it happen? I'm going to say yes, but the prediction would be, I guess, first lap safety car. It's already happened though in VDRL.
Right, I do wonder really. YB tyre strategies today. So far we've already got one car on the. Probably looks like it's on the intermediates, but
intermediates, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not showing up. Oh, there we go. Now it's Boaty to the top. It was 128.6. Now, YB, you looking down at the floor of the pit lane? What do you really think? Is it wets or is it inters?
Ooh, I think it might be intermediates just, but I think we're in the crossover point at this stage. But I think as qualifying goes on, I think we'll be facing on more the intermediates. So I think the drivers who are on wets will have to go again on the set of intermediates. But I think let's pray that in the race that it is not wet again, so it means it will not hinder their race.
Exactly. Round 4 in this championship. Still can't believe we're already in round 4. This season's already gone so fast. We are once again. Well, not once again. We are coming next into Netherlands. Now, Netherlands will be a good race. Well, very good race as we saw at the end of the season. Especially Thiago Kortman also trying to get that grip. 128.6. He goes to the top of the table. He's going to be very, very happy with that one. But yeah, no, as I was saying, Netherlands. Now, that's very strong for most of the drivers on this grid and many of the home races for the drivers on the grid, Yoshi. I mean, that's going to be a great race.
Yeah, it is, especially for Toro and for every guy that's stuck here. Stanford, we've raced it like 3 times last season, 2 in the actual championship, 1 in a fun race. How many once this season? Yeah, it's going to feel great. We're just going forward. No reverse tracks this season because it didn't go well in the reverse last season.
Exactly. Well, we'll have to see. Track Racer, also another driver to keep an eye on. He was in the Mercedes last time, so he's obviously joined Thiago Kortman. Now, that's going to really, really be essential and going to be very, very good as well, considering his performance from last round track. So Alpine, Yoshi may bring themselves even higher in the championship.
Yeah, considering Track Racer was on pole and last time out in where were we last week? Austria. Austria, yes. Let's see what we can do now. Only second, but it's intermediate because between these 7 and pole is only 2-second gap, roughly. So it is definitely intermediates. Yeah.
Definitely is intermediates at the moment. We'll have to see how that all plays out for the moment. But until then, we're still yet. Toro's also in the lap. Now let's see what Toro can do. But Boaty's still at the top of the table. It's a 128.2. Now he's looking quick. We actually missed him. Well, he didn't miss the round, but we didn't see much of him in Austria, which is a shame. After a few
incidents. Always lucky lost that time. Toro's invalidated his lap. The first one today.
There we go. First one of many. We've seen Toro's got a little streak of that, hasn't he? Whenever he comes out, he manages to invalidate at least 1 good lap. So let's see what he can do. He usually is pretty happy, and it usually comes out towards the end of qualifying. Now, 10 minutes left to go qualifying. We're already halfway through the session, so this is going to be very interesting, actually, on how it's all going to, fizzle out. That's what I was trying to say. Now, let's see what these drivers can do. We so far got Nico on in P4 there, which is a great position from him. As I said, it's going to be interesting to see what he could do, as YV was hoping he can be in P3 there. But yeah, please do put your predictions into the chat. Who you think will be on pole position for the Grand Prix here in Mexico City as well. I want to try and, I was only going to ask, what do you think is the toughest corner on this track, Yoshi?
The toughest corner, it has to be the left-right bit before the stadium because it all goes off there. Then it's either because it's a runoff, but you can still possibly get a penalty for exceeding track limits. But so far, no one's exceeding track limits there. So it's not okay. That's normally a fast left, right, but not to see it. Still, of course, when it's fighting the car around the final corner.
That's definitely not what we want to see from him as well. But he's still at the top of the table with a 127.3. Now it's really clearing up on this track now. So who is going to take it? I really can't actually tell who's going to take pole position. It's been switching a lot. Michael up to P2 there. We didn't see that. That was a great position from, well, great lap from him, 128.2. Now, Michael, we haven't seen much of Michael. He was in the Ferraris, I believe, at the beginning of the season. Now he's come out of nowhere in the Aston Martins. What the hell has happened to him?
Considering it's wet, that's probably why. They ain't trying no DRS. Remus, he went on. Roby goes, well, 8th at the moment, as Toro is, well, technically last in 18th place. When I'm saying that. Barney now on the longest straight of the calendar.
Well, let's see what Barney can do. Yoshi, take us a lap through here in Mexico City.
Yeah, head through into turn 1 of that long straight, head through into turn 2. Go right into turn 3, don't go in validation. And now going through what is the second DRS zone, but not usable at the moment because it's wet. And this first sector, we will get split because this first lap. A fade 129 for its pole first sector, reached under 100 kilometers an hour into the next corner. Into the right of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn 7, into turn 8 down. It's the right wide again, it's got a car home, that's what the salvage hopefully won't get in the way. Oh, that might be faster though. Now heading through the part where he could go off, and by his lap he's on, stays on, it goes on the curve, very close to the edge. As he goes right and left, and now so he's got a little bit of a straightforward entering the stadium section. A couple more sectors looking to be on pole at the moment through a vault. Heading for the stadium past the podium, where we'll see the winner, top 3 there. And left, right, coming out the stadium section. Through the penultimate corner, and then it's just a long right-hander, hopefully to keep the car straight. Got minimum steering lock, minimum correction, he's striking the car. It is a 127.210. Game on.
There we go. It is game on. Red Bull still to the top of the table now. Can Boaty respond? His brother. These two are going to possibly be one of the favourites from the constructors and possibly one of them to get the drivers. Now that may be an awkward dinner conversation. We've seen that before with Kevin Van Dijk and Timo Van Dijk as well with those two. Now let's see what the others can do as my stream's just paused for the minute.
YB as well.
Yeah, so YB, your prediction, well, no, we really had our predictions. I mean, if it was to be a dry race, which we very hope, and I'm sure the drivers will hope as well, what can we really expect? As you know, there's a lot of fast changing corners here.
Yeah, I think you'd be looking for, I think, maybe like a 2-stop strategy here. You'd be going on maybe medium, hard, or hard, medium around here. With these fast corners, especially that Yoshi mentioned, it will really hurt the tyres. And I think having 2-stop here will kind of maybe not limit the drivers as much to kind of expand their strategies. So I think that most of them will more than likely start on the medium tyre.
Exactly. So let's hope to see what these drivers can do as well. And that's if it does stay dry so far. Rain in our qualifying session here. And Barney still is top at the moment now. Can any of the other drivers respond in time before the end? 5 minutes 20 left to go qualifying. And still Toro yet to set a lap time, Yoshi.
Yeah, it's struggle, but let's see. His teammate 16 at the moment, no time on the board. It'd be nice if he just he'd be like, okay, just get a lap in because he went wide during the stadium. Actually, during here, he went wide. Will he get lap time right there? Nope, it stays good. And then we enter the stadium section. The Forest Hall Stadium, as it's called around here. Enter the right. Can he keep on the line? He does. So it looks like to be a good lap, but 160 is trying to beat track races time 126.907. As he goes around the final corner again, the correction on the steering, and he's on top at the moment. 126.659.
Didn't we
That's a
say
good
that Toro? Yeah, didn't we say Toro was going to go to the top of the tables? Now he likes to validate a few before, set a bit of spark in the grid, and then bam, out of nowhere. And that is incredible lap from him there, 3/10 quicker from Track Racer. Now Track also to the top of the tables. Now where the hell is Michael gone? P7. He's dropped from down to P2. Jan, welcome along. Good to have you along, buddy, as well. So yeah, Michael also. Let's see what Michael can do. Actually, he looked strong in the wet before, having a lot of wheel spin there at the hairpin. Now, these are the twisted corners. I believe these are probably going to be the biggest tyre reduction areas. Probably ruining your tyres here. It's like, if drivers can manage to do it here, they should be okay for the race. But we do have a long race ahead of us. 3 retirements so far for qualifying. Obviously, a couple, I think most of them are from are a ban. Now, Jan said Toro P1, Boaty P2, Nico P3. Now, Nico's is already into P3, so that's good. And Toro is already into P1. Now, Boaty, that's the question. Will he manage to do it? Let's see what Boaty can do. So he's 8th at the moment. Let's see if he can improve. Now, Michael comes across, and it's only going to be 4th fastest at the moment, knocking down Nico's son and trapped. Oh, well, no, and Nilu. There we go. Nilu P2 from him. So Nilu has taken Trap down to P3, and this is going to be interesting now. 3 minutes left to go, and everybody really should be heading up now.
Yeah, they should be, because if they don't get a lap time in, then they start, well, round the back, but at least the lowest position you can get. Has it stopped? No, it's not around the YouTube stuff. I look from there. The rain's still coming down pretty hard. I'm looking on that part. Down the straight, we should see fastest speed with DRS. Hopefully, we can see DRS during the race. The rain needs to go away. Remus now on top, 26.8. Well, 0 How the heck's he doing that?
Now, Katana on board with here. Now, Katana hopefully help RB. Oh, God, he was close to that Aston Martin at that point then. He was too close to comfort, almost going off track there as well, but does save it. And Katana really pushing that car. G-Man also yet to set a lap time. I think he's only just joined in, G-Man, so it's a shame he hasn't had time to set a lap time. So Katana still coming up now to the big stadium area now. Can he manage to find his way up to the top of the tables? Can he help out Toro in terms of the Constructors or Drivers' Championship even? Let's see what he can do going around the last couple of corners. What lap time is this going to be from Katana? And will it be enough to bring him up to the top 3, or at least the top 5? He now comes up to the line. It is going to be only 8th fastest, so not too good, but he's got Barney in front of him, and he has got Tiaz Course behind him. Now, this can be pretty crucial for the race, Yoshi.
Yeah, Katana actually made a mistake into the left, right to start the left-right section. That's why he's probably 8th fast at the moment. But Tiaz Korsman down in 9th place. It's probably going to have 1 lap for. Hello, Will. Hello, Yushi. Hello, YB. How are you guys doing? We're doing well, thanks, Max Fan, in the chat.
Good to see you again, Max. Yeah, I haven't seen you guys for a while. Don't forget to like stream. That's the most important.
Like the stream, yeah.
Out here. Jim Walton, hello. I think Nilu, Toro, and Remus. Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one. Remus up to the top of the table. Where did we get that from? It's Remus, and there we go.
That was like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah,
that came out wow. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, even so, Remus to the top of the table. Toro is on that lap, and Trat also on that lap. Now, this is going to be very, very interesting. So everyone, get your popcorn, get whatever you need, and sit down, because we're about to hit for a very, very good Grand Prix and a very interesting ending to qualifying as well. Now, on board Michael. Can Michael manage to find himself? He was in P2 at once, and will he manage to bring himself to the top tables? He's already improved to P5, but will it just be quick enough to join the top 3 and split it out? Now, this could be a really, really good race as well on who will have the better race pace if it is wet, because we're really showing the true driver's pace with Remus to the top of the table still. And Michael comes around the last couple of corners. What's going to be a big slide there, and it's only going to be 2nd fastest from him, which is a great job from him there. Michael for P2 at the moment. Remus is on that lap. Remus is on a lap. Who else on that? Toro coming around the last couple of corners now. He's about to start his lap now. What can Toro do? Can Toro respond? P3 from him at the moment may not be too bad, but qualifying is now Toro just made it there. Now, Remus, let's keep an eye on Remus. Will Remus manage to come across that line and still retain pole position, provisional pole position at the moment at 1:26 on the dot? Now, can Toro respond to this? Coming through turn 1 now. He's just got to be careful and not use up those tyres and oversteer much. He's done it well. Back on the throttle once again now. If there was DRS, it would come in his favour, but no DRS for him at all now. And let's see what he can do. Remus across the line. He's not improved. He's going to stay at provisional pole position, but we're still yet to see more and more drivers. Now, Michael, is he going for another lap? I can't imagine he would, because he must have used most of his DRS on that lap. And so far, no improvements. Barney crosses the line. Nico-san crosses the line. Nilu gets across the line. Katana into the pit lane, retired. He's done for the day for this qualifying. Toro still coming through the S's now. This is going to be pretty interesting to see on whether this may be pole position. And Serban up to P2 there, knocking Michael down to P3. It's a Ferrari lockout at the moment, but can it be enough for these drivers? This is going to be really important, especially. But Nilu responds to that when the P2 there. A great job from Nilu, and Michael has retired. He's happy. Tiaz Korsman up to P2 as well. This is going to get tense. Toro comes around the last corner. Will it be enough for Toro to get pole position, or at least into the top 3 now as he comes around the last corner? What's this going to be for Toro? He comes up to line. And we never know. And we never know. It's a third position. There we go. Thank God. P3 there from Toro, and Jesus Christ, that was a close ending to qualifying. Remus is your pole man out here for the first time this season. Tiaz Korsman in P2. A great job done from Tiaz Korsman as well. Rounding out the other grid is Toro, and that was a great qualifying from him. Nilu, Trat, Serban, Michael, Boaty. Now that's something to keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen. Boaty and Barney both together, so let's see what they can do. Barney, Nico-san, Katana, Lucek, G-Man, Werner, Froby, Vastas, Bradley, Connor, and then driver. Yoshi, that was a bit close.
Oh my gosh, I almost fell off my chair. I was literally on the edge of my seat, bro. That's right. And it is raining in the race. It's staying like this. Oh dear, oh dear. The strategy's definitely going to play out.
Yoshi, this is all over to you now, buddy. We did talk about the dry setup. Now it's a wet setup.
Yeah, it's a wet setup indeed, and the advantage is because it's still wet. They don't have to worry about using the wrong setup. Their because park family is, if it's on, if I'm sure it is, once you get to pit lane, you can't change setups. So I don't know if that's on or not. But yeah, it's going to be a great race for strategy race. But it looks like heavy, so we could see intermediates or wets.
We could.
You never know.
YB, your thoughts as well?
Oh, I think we'll see intermediates for the start of the race. I think it is raining, obviously, but I think it's not as much to satisfy wets, in my opinion.
Right.
Well, let's see what this race can bring, and that is Remus on pole position. Now that is going to be interesting. We've not seen Remus on the pole position for this season. We've seen him win, on the podium at least, for the Tier Saturday races. Now, can he do it for a Tier Friday race and hopefully bring himself to the top tables? Well, that's all to play for in just a moment's time. And good, Yoshi, I'm excited for this race.
I'm excited too, and we've still got Tier Saturday to do next time out. So this is just part 1 of this weekend.
It's part 1 as the countdown is already on, and we're about to set here for the VD Racing League Season 11 Round 4 here in Mexico City. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we've already had a jump start there from Bradley Bliss. We are go. And Remus, a great start of the line. He's going to try and fend off Tiaz Korsman where he can. Now Tiaz Korsman may have the side. No, Remus managed to cut in front. Now Tiaz Korsman is under pressure now from Toro. Toro may be looking for that move around the outside. But can he get it done? A dive put from Tiaz Korsman may be on. It's a 3-1 into turn 1. Moving contact. And it's going to be Toro for the inside line. Will he manage to do it as well? Remus is having a lot of pressure as well. But Remus still is not looking good so far. Toro into the lead of the race already in lap 1. And it seems like another track racer also looking onto the other drivers now. He's going around the outside this time, going to get that move done. Both the Alpines under pressure as well. Let's see what they can do. Now, still, Toro leads us here, but Remus will try and put mental pressure on where he can. Now, all the other drivers, because Bunting and Nilu also at it as well. Boaty got up 3 positions already from the start. Now Nilu is not going to back out from this position. He's going to go down the inside. He almost makes contact. He does make contact, but still he backs out. Boaty slots through into P5, Yoshi.
Oh, what is happening? It's a great start though from Toro, but the batting now for PA. Rob Ball now with Barney. Nino is just falling down a bit. Kind of like a sitting duck balls of not a sitting duck. As we sit the strikes with it, but entering the same for the first time, and Barney was at his spin. And round the inside to make a move done. No, he doesn't. It was citizens qualifying. This is a great look out for lap 1, but it's all clear and through so far. And towards the lap 2 now.
So far, so good. Let's see what the other drivers can do as well. We've already got Bradley into the lane. He's going to do his drive-through. That's a shame from him, actually, ruining his race so early. Now, Remus also is going to try and get the slipstream of Torre where he can, but may not come into effect. Now, Diaz Korsman and Trat, both the Alp working together now, P3 and P4. They will be pretty happy with this so far. Toro will know that Remus is quick around here. He got well position in the rain, and it's raining here for the race. Now, Toro, who started P3 or into P1, that was a great start from him, and a good dive into the into turn 1 and turn 2 now. Let's see if he can manage to keep it the rest of the race. Remember, he's not under pressure from DRS. It's all just driver skill. As Remus really gets close this time. But still, not a move yet from him. And still, it is going to be really interesting, Yoshi, and who's going to come out on top. But Tiaz Korsman is going to try and close up where he can.
Yeah, Toro in the control of the race right now. Tiaz Korsman, the championship leader in the 3rd place. He needs to get good result. He needs to finish out both. Both in it. Stay in his lead of the championship. It's pretty close in the championship. So I think all Tiaz's got to do, he's thinking like, okay, I'm going to get a podium and beat both here. Hopefully, he wants to get a win. Obviously that's the aim, is to win. But hopefully, he can get up as high as he can.
Now, for Remus, he's not too high up in the championship, so it's not going to matter too much. He could gain up some very, very crucial points as well in order to finish at least in the top 5, and I don't know where he is in the standings. We'll check that later, but still, Toro has gone quicker. Tiaz Korsman, though, is quicker, and let's see what Tiaz Korsman can do. He's 0.5 now off from Remus. Remus knows he's coming, but still, it looks like everybody is on the intermediates as YB was predicting. Now, could we expect to see anyone move to the wets? Will it rain even harder? I'm not too sure, but that front 3 split here, well, it's Trout onto the back of them as well. That's the other bit. We go on board with Trout as well to see whereabouts he is positioned onto this grid so far. He is, I think he's pretty close anyway. But anyway, yeah, Tiaz Korsman is still trying to catch up to Remus. Toro goes very, very deep there. And that's really going to be crucial because now Remus is going to catch up. He's onto the back of him. He's sniffing that rear. But still, that move may not be done yet. And no, Toro may make a mistake, but it does not affect him too much, Yoshi.
It doesn't affect him too much. 4/10 of a second. Remus doing very well. Obviously, not 4 position from pole, but he's still doing it. He's managing to hurt Tiaz Korsman right now. But he's doing well so far.
He is doing very, very well so far. Remus as well. Let's see what Remus can do. Nikos, and 3-second time penalty there for corner cuttings. That's our first set of penalties so far. He won't be the only one as well. Remus is onto the back of Toro now. Let's hopefully see if Remus can take the lead of the race as well as we head now on to lap 4 of this Grand Prix. We are going quickly through this race. I can't believe we're already on lap 3, Yoshi.
Yeah, we're on to lap 4 now. 33 laps to go. And we're still green. I hope I'm jinxed that so far, but the rain looks...
You have just jinxed that.
Yeah, I probably did. The rain looks like it's getting less, so would it be driving the next half an hour? Full stability, but it would be interesting as an all-wet race, because we could see mixed results.
We definitely could do, and so far, Trat looks like he's getting very close to Tiaz Korsman, his teammate now. Will he send a lunge now? It could be interesting. No, he's not. He's going to play the team game, and he's not going to do anything ridiculous. He knows that Tiaz Korsman, our championship leader at the moment, is going to try and go for a switchback still. Not enough. He knows he's a championship leader. He knows Alpine is up at the top as well. 2-point split between them and, I believe, RB, maybe. Nikos on 10 seconds now. That's 13 seconds worth of penalty for Nikos. And what on earth is going from him? Yellow flag further back. Hold on, what's going on here? This is going to be interesting on why there's a yellow flag. We had a spin. Nikos. Bradley. Yeah, Katana, sorry, going down the inside there through the S's and still fighting with Nikos. Nikos does not have that grip and lets him through, and still another driver. It looks like Connor is going to try and go for this in the Gulf Williams livery now, and Nikos goes off track completely now, and through goes driver. He doesn't go at the moment, and both actually, Connor and driver, are both going at it at the moment. Nikos really wide as well. big elbows out at this point, and he's really fighting these two, and it's going to go through the stadium section now. Connor onto the inside line. Sorry, Connor around the outside. Can he get that move done? You don't want to touch the barrier as well on the exit. Still side by side now, and really, for Williams' sake, this has not gone in their favour, Yoshi.
No, it isn't. We got Newcastle pitching for this penalty. Not going well for us at all. It's probably just plus lap. Currently, P12, P13, they do score points, but it's not major points. But at least they're running kind of together with a temp between them.
Right, well, it's 50-50 at the moment looking at the rain. I'm not talking about the rain at this point yet. It's interesting. YB, your thoughts on the rain at the moment?
The rain is getting lighter, but because we're out on lap 5 at the stage, I think it'll be the very late stages, I think, in my opinion, that we might see the rain to stop. But I think at this stage, it could be maybe lap 10 we could see the rain maybe stopping.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Thank you, YB, in the pit lane there. And we'll report down to a minute when the pit stops properly kick off, and that I'm sure that won't be very long too, as well. But still, Trat Racer behind Tiaz Gorsman, still yet to make that move. Now, Trat is really playing that Alpine team game, Yoshi.
Yeah, he is indeed. P3 and P4, that's major points. Again, there's a 2-point gap between them in the Constructors' Championship, so they need to keep it ahead. They need to keep this up, making no stupid mistakes, and just make sure they're doing stupid they're never hated teammates, so they've got to avoid that crucially.
Well, both of them got immense pace, these two. And there we go, dart on the inside from Tiaz Gorsman onto Remus there, and we didn't see that move coming, but he's done it. Remus drops down another position. Now Trat is going to go for the switchback this time with his almost touching wheels as well, and he goes down the inside, forcing Remus wide. That move done, he does forces Remus wide there, and that came out of nowhere. But what a move there as Albert slot through to P2 and P3, Yoshi.
What a move there, P2 and P3. That is some gym. Now this got to take on the big boss of Toro Van Dyke. If you had to score in 1.5 seconds, is to get 1.6 around that gap. From the top left, you're watching, we'll definitely keep an eye on that gap, definitely.
We definitely will. P2 already onto the back of Remus. Remus just dropping like a fly at this point. His pace is just not there. And why we really shouldn't see his pace drop this much from his tyres, surely.
No, I don't think you should, especially on lap 7. Especially with intermediates. The tyre wear will degrade, but it won't degrade as fast as the slicks. So lap 7, they shouldn't really drop this fast. I'd say they should drop maybe lap 11, lap 12.
Well, let's hope not. And it's really going to be interesting here. Now, Dira's still not active for these guys, and the rain, maybe lighting up as YB was talking about earlier. Remus still in P4. That's not a good performance from him so far, and he still has room for improvement as well, as we're only lap 7 out of 36, so plenty of time to go. Tiaz Gorsman also is trying to catch up to Toro as well, as we've also joked around as Toro Van Dyke, as we pronounce him as one of the Van Dyke brothers, whereas Martin, if he likes that, he may like it, but adoption is still there if need be. Toro is still its lead of the race, a 1.7 lead at the moment. Now that's a strong lead at the moment, Yoshi.
Yeah, 1.7, like I said, keeping on that gap, but it depends where the tyres start to degrade. They should be degraded. It depends how much. If the tyres start to degrade, I'm afraid to say that they're over-pushing that. Everyone's done it. It's over-pushing the tyres a little bit. They need to slow down the pace a little bit, run forward by him. With 3 second penalties, multiple warnings a moment ago, right behind Michael.
So Boaty is just drifting. Oh, sorry, Barney is just drifting at the last corner the whole way, which is incredible. And he's now got in the slipstream of Michael. Now, Michael weaving and weaving and weaving. Now, he's got to be careful now because you can only make a certain amount of moves. That's only one move you can make actually under braking. And will Barney look? No. Boaty onto the back of Remus already. Now, that move, he's already off the racing line there, Remus. Onto the racing line. Switch back this time from Boaty, and it does not work Still side by side now. Remus will have the inside line. Almost banging wheels this time. Round the outside, Boaty. Will he manage to get that move done? I'm not too sure. It'll be interesting if he does. And he does. Great move there from Boaty around the outside. Slots ahead. And Remus cannot fight back with that one. And Remus drops down another position once again, Yoshi.
He's a sitting duck. He's literally a sitting duck. First to fifth in 8 laps. He's something's going on with his tyre, something's going on with his strategy. I don't know what's going on. Like, if he did say 1 or 2 slots, though, in this way, it probably wouldn't happen, but he might drop down to 10, maybe 15.
Well, we'll just have to keep an eye on him as well. Now on board with Michael onto the back of Remus as well. So let's see if Michael will get that move done, especially. Let's keep an eye on Toro and Tiaz Korsman as well, whether that gap is a 1.5 now. What was it before, Yoshi?
1.4, 1.3, it's been the same roughly for the last 4 laps.
So the pace, well, even it's going the fastest lap of Tiaz Korsman already. So the track is obviously drying up. Lap by lap by lap, and that dry line's definitely for me as well. Now, let's see what these drivers can do. Michael still a bit of a gap from Remus, but as you were saying, he's a sitting duck. So if that pace is there, who's that? That's Boaty. He's gone pretty wide there through turn 1. Well, he's managed to sort himself out of turn 2 and 3, but he seems to be okay for now. So he gets going once again, and he may still just increase that gap. Barney onto the back of Michael. Will he see a lunge? He can't really. There's no points to anyone here. It just would be ridiculous. So he doesn't send that lunge onto the back of him there. Almost making contact there. As well, big slide also from Remus. From Michael and Barney. Now Remus under immense pressure now. This is really not Remus's race. Qualifying may be in his favour, but race definitely not, Yoshi.
Yeah, qualifying pace to race pace, it just shows that it's different. Also, you've got to remind you they're carrying more fuel than qualifying. So that might be another reason why it's staying dark, but everyone's kind of on the same fuel load, so that doesn't make any difference. So, I don't know, it's just weird to see him stay dark. He's a very good driver, and he's just on pace. He is still fifth, he's not last, so we can't really say he's last. So he's still doing good. He's staying by Boaty. He is managing the gap to him, but he's got to make sure Michael doesn't get close to him, or else he will lose position as well.
Exactly, now Michael still, and there we go. Remus maybe looking for another move this time into turn 1 on Boaty. Now he wants to go back into P4 again. He is getting closer, but still it's not enough, and Boaty still stays ahead. He doesn't go deep into turn 1 like he did before, and he has got the Alpines back in sight once again. Now Track Racer is only 0.5 away from him. Serban and G-Man both at it as well. G-Man's had a good race actually, qualifying P14 I think, on that area at least. And he's had quite a good race. P13 I think. Yeah, P13. So, yeah, so P13 from him was it's a good start from him. So all the way up to P9 is really good in points wise. Now we do not have another Mercedes. Oh, and a touch in the back of him, Serban there. Serban was up at the top of the tables before. He's gone down 4 positions. So Remus and Serban are having a pretty bad race, and Ferrari, this is kind of a round for them to forget.
Yeah, round to forget. Well, they're showing strong stuff, but well, you never know. Well, with the current penalty, if it sticks like this, he'll go to P9, and he is going to be P9 because it looks like as we go into the head, down round, Simon goes wide on the exit of the corner as well, for good measure. That's it, line. That is not clear at all. He shouldn't be doing that. That's not how you race, I'm afraid to say. That's terrible.
There's definitely several racing now. Katana onto the back of them already. So can Katana take advantage of this and make a move? He's got the slipstream already from one of the Mercedes there. And the only Mercedes as well. As he looks to moving to turn 1, he's got a slipstream. Is he going to send a lunge? He's already too close. Well, not to the lunge, and there we go. G-Man down the inside, fighting with Serban. Serban also going to try and fight back now. Into turn 2 they go. Big sliding there, but the Ferrari stays ahead this time. No, not enough, and G-Man almost goes around that time, fighting with him and makes contact as well. Katana really should be making these moves sooner. you know, with these two battling the whole way through. Now, G-Man not going to give up, and he's going to go again this time, and he does get the move. Still contact made between these two. These guys have got some aggressive fighting. Has now got off, well, a big switchback there, and Katana may look for the move. No, not 3 wide into that corner. Now we've got Williams joining in of Driver now. 4-way battle here just to fight for P9 here. Now, that's an interesting fight, but G-Man comes out on top pretty happily.
Yeah, he does. Somehow one got facing the wrong way, so brilliant racing, but there was some kind of moments of limited concept, and lucky enough that no one's had a spin. But here he goes into the finish once again. When he did his last lap, yeah, he goes right again for the same reason. And but I don't know, race got down. He's took it, I think. He's been.
He is. Trat. So yeah, Trat's already gone down to P8 there, and Katana also side by side as well with Serban. Now they're both fighting as well, and Serban got the better grip on the exit of the corner, and still nothing from Driver to increase his opportunity to overtake. But YB, was it a quick stop from Trat?
Yeah, it was a quick stop. He went from intermediates to intermediates, so we could see that maybe this rain that we've continued getting might be continuing for quite some time.
It might be, thank you, YB in the pit lane there. Driver also onto the back of Katana. Driver is going to try and make that move. Serban has lost 2 positions there, so that's a big factor to keep an eye on. Now, Serban's not had a very good race so far, having a bit of battles with G-Man. G-Man under pressure from Katana. Katana has a bit of a slide there, actually, and so does Driver. Both making the same error, actually. All 3 of them at least making the same error. Side-by-side action, Trat down the inside. Now, this is not what Trat wants. It's traffic with the Alpine 2026 livery already on the car as well. Now, Trat also, Connor has had a bit of an incident because he's having to slow down a bit and letting all the other drivers by. Bradley, driver who has not had a very good race, has had to, he's come up pretty well actually, P13 already, so not bad from him. We've seen Bradley have some good races throughout the season. Trat is right onto the back of the others, but TS Calls and YB, down to you.
Yeah, I think it will be a quick stop, and it was a quick stop.
Well, let's hopefully see what he can do as well when he comes out of the pit lane. Other drivers into the pits as well. Trap for the inside line onto Serban, and he gets that move done down the inside. Nice and easily. Now, Serban is going to try and fight back this time. Now, why would you even need to fight back this time?
Hello.
Nico-san, he went off. Nico-san has definitely had a race to forget. He's in P19 at the moment, so not in his favour at all. So no retirement so far, thank God. May have just jinxed that one as well. But still, me and Yoshi may have drinks a lot of things before as well. But yeah, track racer still. He's got to catch up to Driver. Now, Driver's had a good fight, actually. But Tiaz Korsman has just pitted, and he's come out pretty comfortably ahead of Trat as well.
Yeah, indeed. What's the question is whether to pit again, considering we have 12 laps or 11 laps on one time, and the match pit again. Let's be well, actually, that's pit again anyway. We've done them anyway, so it will possibly, more likely, will be a 2-stop no matter what. Maybe.
Might be as well. And now Trat really trying to play with Driver this time. Driver is not going to give up, and there we go. The already new tyres working as they should. Round the outside, he could go now. Still side by side. This is not what Trat needs, especially down into the almost going the barrier there. And into the same section they go. Still side by side action, and Driver gets sent off a bit more, almost making contact with the rear wheel there as well. But what was what was Driver thinking? There's no point in defending that because he's not even fighting with him for the race.
What is going on? I know it's wet, I know it's in braking zone, but why is Nick on step hards? Hey?
Right, YB, is this Nicoson trying something new, or is this him just ruining his race completely?
I would have to say maybe he's going to be trying something to be just in case for his vanilla, but I'm just assuming that he's just trying things.
Hyper YT. Welcome along to the chat as well. Big fighting here as well from Tiaz Korsman and also G-Man. G-Man has had a bit of a slide. He's on 30 lap hold intermediates now. Still is holding up. Track racer once again goes around the inside, almost making contact. I think he may have just had a bump, but still not enough. G-Man still trying to look to at least tap the rear boot, almost making a move there. Now, was that needed? Not at all. And through goes Driver as well. G-Man, there was no need for that move. as well, especially maybe he was delayed braking by accident, but still there's definitely no need. He was going for that move. Turban once again onto like a G-Man. These guys should be pitting soon as well. Turban around the outside. We've seen these two do this before. Is he going to get forced wide? Oh, he is once again. The corner, and G-Man has a big slide there. And Turban and Remus both go through this time. Both Ferraris managed to cut their way through. Barney as well onto the back of G-Man as well. Now it's a big train of cars. TR's got quickness and a big slide once again, and always another slide from Barney. G-Man and Barney, really, they're not having a good time, and Barney slots through a very angry Barney, I'm sure, as well. But G-Man really has to pit soon with a 14-lap-old 14-lap-old intermediate.
They need to pit, and we've got Nico signing to tight. Oh, we've got a safety car. Nico's crashed. And the final
right,
we've got a safety car.
So this is your curse. As you did say, no yellows. So there we go. Safety car deployed. And Toro may have just done the best strategy in the world.
Yeah, but why was Nick's on hard where it's clearly visible? Is it raining? That's what it stopped. Has it stopped raining?
I'm convinced that stopped. Why be? What do you think?
Raining, yeah.
No, I can still see drops of rain on my end. I think it's still raining.
Okay, well, you know what time it is when it's a good safety car? It is advertising time. How fun. Woohoo! Anyway, if you'd like to join, if you'd like to be a driver, if you'd like to be a commentator into our amazing commentary box, if you'd like to be a steward and moderator for our Discord channel, hop along. We've got a link in the description as well. So come along and subscribe to our channel. You'll hear us every Friday, every Saturday until the season ends, really, and then we have a 2-week break. But anyway, yeah, we have got Discord, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you call it, and TikTok as well. So do follow along with that. We post lots of highlights from the races as well. So as well now. Yeah, do come along, John, if you just want to be here for the giggles as well. Just come along to the chat. We've got a massively family-friendly chat as well, so everyone is really happy to chat to you as well. But hopefully we can see you very, very soon onto the grid of this race. Now, we're in Mexico, lads. What's the question? Wow, actually, hold on. Let me check.
Why is it what?
It's dry. It must be dry.
It's raining.
It must be dry.
No. Boaty pin onto 7 intermediate, so that's what majority are going hard. So it might be a mix of intermediate and hard. Actually, now I look at that.
Yeah, they're driving onto intermediates and a lot of drivers. So we'll have to see with that one. But right, are you ready for the question? A question of the race. Is that what we should call it? A question of the race.
Question of the race. Yeah.
Question of the race. Right. So we've had Martin once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, we have in our Discord, we have a little section at the bottom. If you scroll down, you will see question for commentators, and we'll read them out as well, who had done them, and we'll answer your questions. Now, previously we had, which is your favourite of the Van Dyke brothers?
Oh my god.
That's when, that was a hard one. Now this time, who will be the driver and constructor champion in F1 in real life for 2026?
You can't. That's a bit too early to ask. They're in the middle of what? They're not talking about, but they just finished the Vikings shakedown in Spain for the closed behind doors testing. We can't really say much until Australia, to be honest. But if I had to gamble, Lando Norris be drivers champion and constructors to be McLaren.
I'm actually going to agree with you as well. I think McLaren are going to have probably a good season as well. Why be you?
Oh. I have a feeling that I think Russell might win the drivers. I'm going to have to go with McLaren again to win the constructors.
McLaren are the favourites. Now, put your thoughts into the chat as well. And if you have any questions for us as well, we would love to read them out loud. Right, now is the time that we link it to the country. Now, Mexico.
Yeah. we know it's about food, so it might be related to that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm thinking, I don't know, what's a good...
I don't know.
Right. If you had to have, I don't know. Maybe it could be a would you rather. Would you rather have, what's a really hot one? Is it ghost pepper?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have 1 ghost pepper or 15 jalapenos?
None of them. I don't like spicy food.
Oh, that's it. I hate spicy food.
If I had to choose one, ghost pepper. Because one of them.
But you had to finish the whole thing.
It's better than 50 of them. 50, if it was 50 in one go, then I might be doing ours. But I'm saying Ghost Pepper.
I don't think I could do any without dying, really. I'd probably go jalapenos. YB, what about you?
Oh, I'd probably go with ghost pepper. I actually enjoy spice, so I'd actually go with the ghost pepper.
I'm just the complete opposite of you two. So there we go.
What do you mean? With jalapenos, they're hot. What do you mean? 50 of them?
It's the hottest, isn't it? The hottest sauce.
I know, but against 50 jalapenos, that's going to probably be hotter than that.
15, 1-5.
15, yeah, still, without milk. You think about it.
Okay, yeah, milk is allowed. Milk is allowed. Right, so
Okay,
these two are going to send in a video of them absolutely demolishing a ghost pepper. I'm going to buy them a 2-litre bottle of ghost pepper sauce, and they've got to down that and claim if that they prefer that then, whilst I try and endure 15 jalapenos. So
we're not doing that.
If we ever get to 5,000 subscribers,
no, we'll know.
This may happen at 5,000 subscribers, so you guys can try and make that happen.
How many subs are we at right now? Actually, one minute. Let's have a look.
Let's definitely have a look. 4,900.
1,007.
There we go. So we've set a good target, 5,000, and us commentators will do one of the deadliest challenges known to man, I think.
Unless all three of us are retired by then.
Yeah, well, it'd be a shame, wouldn't it? It would be a shame if we'd all gone by then.
I am not doing them. I can't handle like that spice.
Well, we did bring it up here in Mexico. Now
you did.
Now, if we remember, ladies and gentlemen, Nedzo's always banned from our questions, just due to his answers, really. That's the funny thing from him. But yeah, I feel like we can't have 1 through question. Safety car won't be in this lap, would it?
No, lap 8, it should be in this lap.
Well, if it's not in this lap, it is in this lap. There we go. Right, so the restart is back once again, and do put your what you'd rather, as we'd said, 15 jalapeno, 15 jalapenos, or a whole litre, or 1 litre of ghost sauce, and you've got to down it.
Okay.
Now,
okay. Fair enough.
Let's see what these guys can do. Toro to the start. Bradley, 10-second time penalty for G-Man contact. Now, that's not going to be very good between those two. Now, Toro, when's he going to get going? He's been interesting, especially in Azerbaijan now. I think he has got going now, and that's a great start for him. Side by side there from the Ferrari. Now, what's that Ferrari doing back there? Of Serban, I think, and Michael, maybe. But anyway, no, Toro's still not gone. He does. He goes now. Now, let's see which tire he rides. And still, Boat's already gone for the lead of the race so far. He may have just done it, making contact to turn 1. It's a great start done from Toro and a great start from Boaty. Now down the inside, Traz, who's also looking as well. Where's he come from? Traz, and round the outside goes Boaty, the intermediate tyres. Let's see if it's the right tyre for now. Side-by-side action still through these drivers into turn 2 and 3 now. And Toro has dropped like a fly all the way down to P5. Traz to the lead of the race already. And still, Katana, where's he come from? He's managed to go in front of his teammates as well. Toro, what is happening to Toro?
He's on the wrong tyre. Intermediates are on top. It's intermediates 1 through 6. At the moment, it's on hard tyres. They're on the wrong tyre. As it says, the intermediates are on top. And so it's going to be like, okay. But Bradley's trying to have mediums. So that's not going up either. Unless it remains stopped, unless we get glitch we had in Australia last week, when it was still raining on the track, and it wasn't. Look at it's rain, actually. Look, it's dry, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely dry now. Trat onto the back. Is he going to try and catch up to Boaty? Boaty had a very brief start, and they're trying to cool down their tyres in the wet a bit because they may overheat slightly. But YB, this is a hard call.
Yeah, I think we're in the in-between because I think there is a dry line there, but there is still part of the circuit that is wet. So I think that's why it's a crossover between intermediates and hards, and why the intermediates are slightly doing a lot more. Actually, I won't say slightly. They're doing a lot more better than the hard tyre. But I'm assuming that the hard tyre runners are trying to wait it out until either DRS is being activated or there is actually a proper dry track.
Thank you very much. Wivey in the pit lane there. Trat also going to try and go onto the back of Boaty this time. And Lucek and Connor seem like as well having a bit of a tussle. But Trat and Boaty are really trying to determine who's going to win this race. Alpine really want to bring themselves to the top of the tables as well here for the VD Racing League round 4 here in Mexico City. And it only splits 2 points between Alpine and I think it was Ferrari maybe, or RB, one of those two at least. Now the Drivers' Championship 6 point split, Toro and also Boaty as well. They're both on joint 6 points behind the one and only Tiaz Gosman, who's in P8 at the moment. So he's not had a very good race because he's in the hard. So let's see what that can do throughout the race. Now Max Van has said to Source he wants to go for the. Now it seems to be only me for the jalapenos far. So I'm sure we'll have most of you guys come through as well. If you've only just joined us, we had a talk earlier. It was now because we're in Mexico with the spicy foods. We said, would you rather 1, 5, 15 jalapenos at once, or would you rather have ghost pepper 1 litre? You have to down the sauce as well. And we said at 5,000 subscribers, something could happen. So Boaty a 125.6 already once again. Now, Toro may have just completely thrown his race as well, but maybe not
9
as
seconds.
well. Barney as well. Yeah, 9 seconds is, well, 10 seconds now, even worse. So Barney really onto the back of Trap Racer this time. It is going to be, could be a Red Bull front 1-2 lockout at the moment. So G-Man, 3-second time penalty for warnings already. Now, that's not going in favour for him. Now, Trat is under a lot of pressure now. He's not got his teammate to back him because he's currently stuck with the hard compound tyres. Now, it's the biggest mistake he's probably made as well. But it's definitely stopped raining. Now, will it rain again? That's the other bit. But Remus is also, look at that, Remus is back again, ladies and gentlemen. He's back onto the back of Barney. Now, we didn't expect Remus to go away, and I'm sure he was not even going to bother to hide away. And he's back once again. So let's see what he can do for this race, especially now. So, let's see the others. Yeah, Remus into P4. And maybe a look there from Barney as well as we come into the stadium. No, still not a move. Still not a move from him, yeah. But Barney, he could be getting that moved on very, very soon.
He's got a 6-second penalty next to his name. Maybe 9 seconds actually. To go up more, which is not good because, well, his has got a penalty, but at this rate, he'll drop to, I think, 6. Remember wrong though.
So even 6 is not good. Yeah, around that. And there we go. Barney around the outside of Trap Racer this time. We're going to go into turn 1 this time. And Trat for the inside line. And really, Barney goes to a switchback. Remus is going to try and join in. And Barney still not yet to get that move. A slip switch. And that was damage coming off from one of the cars. Now, that was definitely from Barney. Now, Remus is going to take an opportunity of this one around the outside. He could go if that's damage for one of them. No, it was Trat. You're right. And around the outside goes Remus. No, it's not. And Trat closes the door. Elbows out from him. But Barney slots ahead this time. A great move now. Still no. Remus may be looking for a move this time. No, he doesn't. And he stays behind Trat. Still stays ahead this time, but it's still yet to set that move done. Still looking, forcing him into an error, but no move from him. But Trat possibly front wing damage.
Yeah, it would surprise me if he comes into the pit lane. It probably feels out because we kind of saw from him flying off as the exit turn 2. With Remus. His moves haven't been the best, but he's still P4. He's on for definitely on for a podium with Barney's penalties.
Definitely is. Now, let's see what Barney can do now as we go onto the south end straight. He's still wheel spinning the whole way around the corner as he's done before at the other line. But Barney is under pressure now from Remus this time. Now, Barney has had a bit of an issue as well. So, here comes Remus. He's going to look for a move into turn 1 this time. He's going to go either left or either right. Will he make that move? I don't know. No, he's not. He's going to stay back and not risk it at all. And possibly wait for another opportunity because it's definitely drying up on that track. And this is when we may see the hard commentators do something. But no, 20 seconds splits Toro and Driver. Now, Williams may have just done a good strategy as well. But so far, Red Bull have played the best strategy, I think, with P1 and P3. Wow. Contact made there from Katana as well onto Remus. as well. But Remus has had a big slide there, but he still seems to be okay. Track Racer still got pressure from Barney. Now, Barney, we know, has put some very, very good pressure on him, but Trat is a very good defender and also a great attacker as well. So if he does get lost a position, he can definitely find his way back through. Now, it's all just a case of preserving their tyres, because YB, this is really interesting on what the tyre strategies are going to be now.
Yeah, I think to be able to pit, I think they'll be pitting one more time, I think. But it becomes interesting if the circuit does eventually dry up, because the people in intermediates will go onto the medium tyre, and I think the hard runners will also be on the medium tyre. But the key thing here is Toro. He's 21 seconds behind. The people in intermediates in front will realistically will have a free pit stop and still remain in the top 6.
There we go. Let's see what can happen with these guys. TL Scoresman onto the back of Toro this time. And let's see what these two can do. Now, lap 24 out of 36, and it's got very tense. A very good start of the race. And we're now midway through, well, we're past midway through the race now. And let's see what these drivers can do as well. Now, TL Scoresman didn't get a very good exit off the last corner, but Nilu definitely did, because he's really closing down on TL Scoresman this time. But it still may not just be enough. The longest straight on the calendar, remember, so plenty of room to overtake. Trat still stays in P2 there. Serban, 3-second time penalty. Warnings as well, Yoshi. These warnings are just coming out a lot more now.
Yeah, you know what else will come out? DRS. We get to see that. Direct spin drive still. Have we got the same finish last week? We've yet to receive DRS, so the track spin drive for a bit now. So move Devon driver to good route into the section there. Yeah, no DRS there. We have enough, right? That's why Bradley on nothing himself.
Well, there we go. Bradley on the intermediate tyres. I think he's on fresh ones as well. And he's going through there of Remus. And that's a great move from him. Yeah, brand new intermediate. So they're really showing something. So Boaty really should be running away, and he is, because he's on 4.6 second gap in the lead. So he'll be happy with this one in terms of championship-wise. And he'll bring himself up to the top of the championship after this. As it stands, and around goes Serban there. That's a shame from him, but he's okay. He's on the hard compound tyres. And that's just not going to his favour at all. Barney under pressure now. Sorry. Yeah, who was that? Oh, Trat, sorry, under pressure from Remus. But now Katana also fighting with the Williams. The Williams also trying not to get contact with him. And still, driver does not make that move. Actually, he does this time. And he's going to got the slipstream. He's got the, well, I don't know, will he make that move? It's going to be interesting to tell. He goes one way, he goes the other way now. Driver, no, still backs out. It's not enough for him to make that move at all. And Barney he's going to try and put pressure on Trat. Now, Trat is really not going to give up this one without fighting. He's really shown it throughout the race. And Trat still stays ahead, Yoshi, with some incredible defense.
Yeah, Barney was ahead temporarily, and was doing very well, but on 13 intermediate, what we saw before the first pit stop, then before that, Bradley is just moving up on the base now. I won't be surprised if we catch up the fastest in, well, 20 seconds time with the gap. He's not there now, but in else on position, it's not. He will get blue flags for it. But his ghost is he won't have any risk of being caught with someone else.
Exactly. So let's see what Track Racing can do. He's shown some good pace, but remember, when this DRS comes in, and if it does come in, this could be very, very important as well for the race. Now, Barney onto the back of Track this time. Will Barney finally get that move done? He's been wanting for a very, very long time now. Will he get a move? And a big swipe over to side goes Trap, and Barney slots through. Will it be enough into turn one? They still go side by side, and contact made between those two as well. Barney gets forced a bit deep there into turn two, but still gets that move. Will it be a recover there from Trat? No, it's not, and Barney keeps his position. And Remus this time takes advantage. He goes, yep, okay, if you're going to do that, I'll try it as well, Barney. And here he comes now. No, doesn't get that move done, and he backs out. So Remus was not successful in that move, but Trat is now going to put immense pressure on to Barney once again. Now, let's see what Barney's defense can do and how much he can put up with pressure from Trat as well. But Remus is going to try and put pressure on Trat as well. So it's really a big pressure line, basically. And all these drivers are doing very, very well with it at the moment. Still, Toro, almost gone 30 seconds. Jesus, 30 seconds behind. So the hards are basically written off by this point. And remember, Barney has got 9 seconds worth of penalties. Trat's got 3. So Remus is pretty clean at the moment. He could be in for a P2 finish.
Yeah, it could be indeed. With 3 back on track, roughly 7 seconds back on Barney. with 10 laps to go next time round. So we're 10 laps to go now. It's going to be close to the podium, but it might look to even send the outfit in though. Barney did not pit, so he's slowed down. He just goes into the wall as well for a good measure, but recovers it. Oh my gosh.
YB, down to you.
Yeah, he's going on. He's going onto the hard tire. Track Racer is going onto the harder tire. So is this the right call? It is, because there's no DRS been activated. So is really the hard tire the best?
Well, I don't know. I've got to go for literally 5 minutes. So Yoshi, take over for now if that's all good.
Yeah, okay, all good. Yeah, like you said, we've yet to get DRS. It might be the same as last week. Top 4 yet to clear onto a set of hards with 10 to go. We'll see though. It's kind of like a repeat what we had in Austria. Okay? It stopped raining. Returning to the drive on dry tyres. We've yet to get DRS. What's going on? Two between Katana and driver. Barney's got a clear gate 1.3, but getting his penalties will knock him down to the podium. At minimum, has he got a free pit stop to Remus? Potentially, yes. Potentially, no. But they've got to pay again because I don't think he's been to last over 20 laps. They didn't go over 20 laps on the first stint on the tyres. As Remus now goes down up just on the piece of his track, is moving on up to 5th place now. He wants that podium, and Boaty is pitting, so YB, down to you.
Yeah, he's coming in, and he's also going on to the hard tire. So maybe the hard tire might be suitable for these drivers.
Yeah, maybe, hard tires. Oh, wait.
Hello, sorry, yeah. No, I was going to say, it may be enough, these hard combat tyres. Let's see what these drivers drive onto the mediums. Right, okay.
Hello.
YB, is that a call? Is that... Well, sorry, yeah, YB, is that really the right call for a medium combat tyre?
With 8 laps to go, I don't know. I wouldn't say, especially with this year's game, like tire wear is a lot. So I don't think the medium tire is a very bold choice, but I don't think it's outlandish from what we've seen today. I still think the hard tire is the safest call out of the lot.
Well, we'll have to see as well and see what his performance will be because he's already put under pressure by Barney. Barney goes down the inside and a great move there from Barney, moving Red Bull up to P2 and to P3. Now Katana, 15 laps on the mediums and round goes Barney there. And that was not a move that was going to be on. And through goes Strat, through goes Remus and maybe Toro. No, Toro's still 10 seconds down the road, so that's a shame. But Barney, that was too early on the throttle and those tyres are too cold for that move as well. So that was a big mistake there. And that's really spiced up the Constructors' Championship as well with Red Bull as well. So Katana into the pit lane, here we go into the mediums, and now it is indeed the right call. Vastas as well. But let's keep an eye on Bradley. Bradley has actually, and a bit wide almost goes their driver as well. So he's had a bit of an issue on the medium combat tire. It's just simply too cold, I think, Yoshi.
Yeah, too cold with, we got 8 laps to go. Mediums can go. It is faster, but more higher tyre deck. So the tyres won't last as long as the hard, but they will go a bit faster. But if it's too cold, because there's no tyre blanks anymore in this game, he's got more right for time 1, so the tyres are definitely cold as he goes off the track.
Yeah, Katana on the medium combat tyre, thinking it might have been the right tyre, but it's definitely not for him at this time now. Boaty still very happy, a 10-second, basically around in about 9.5 seconds there. Going 9.2 now, so it dropped quite a bit. It's dropping quite a bit now to Katana. Anyway, Boaty still with a very confident lead, 9 seconds up the road from him. 10-second time penalty goes to Connor for speeding in the exceeding track limit. So straight on, taking a lot of advantage from it. We've had a yellow flag from one of the Aston Martins.
That's corner, I think. On the main straight. Yeah, it was corner.
So he must have had a big slide out of the last corner there. And I can only imagine he skipped the stadium section. That's caused him the 10 seconds. But anyway, Vastas there Also going to try and bring himself. We've had Bassas on the podcast a while ago. He was pretty happy with his teammate of, he was very happy with his teammate Froby. And then once again back again in the Saubers. They're very happy with those guys. So let's see what these guys can do for the rest of the season. Barney, 3-second time penalty once again. And that is about 12 seconds, I believe now, worth of penalties.
Yeah.
And yeah, so 12 seconds goes to Barney, and that's pretty much him done because Toro is going to go up ahead of him, so that will help him as well. Boaty, but yeah, Boaty really is going to go in his favour. But what has happened to Tiaz Korsman at the moment? He's P9, so room for improvement from him because he's got Nilu in between him. Now, Nilu is 3.2 up the road, so still lots of room. 6 laps left to go, and so far it's gone in Boaty's favour. Can he manage to hold it for the rest? Nearly going 10 seconds there, Boaty to Katana. So it's definitely time. DRS still has not been enabled, which I find very, very weird.
Because I thought we had last week in Austria, the track is clearly dry. There is some time after that's probably having a spin. As Remus almost had a spin as well. There's Barney. So somewhere the game thinks the track's wet, but I can't see it. We might get DRS in the last minute, but it'd probably be too late.
Exactly, so they're not going to go in favour. Trapped onto the back of driver this time. Will he send a move into the stadium section? No, he's not. He's going to wait back. Obviously, wait for this start finish straight once again. And could we see DRS? No, because Boaty's already crossed the line and it's not. Bradley, 124.3, switch back from there from Tratt, and that was a great move done. Almost, well, as I said, that almost making contact. He does make contact. Driver has contact there as well, and Tratt has gone through, maybe just about. No, still not gone ahead. And contact maybe between those two. This is going to be very crucial because here comes Remus. He's going to catch up this time. Will it be enough for him to send a move down into turn 1? Track Racer under a lot of work, so trying to make that move. Driver for the inside line, round the outside he goes this time. Tratt really putting up with the fight this time, and he almost does contact once again between those two, and round the outside he goes, and he does get that move done. Remus putting pressure as well now onto Driver. Driver is not going to make, but here comes Barney down the inside of Remus, and will he do a double? No, he won't, but still side by side between these two. Now, this is what happens when an aero comes in hand. It does cause a huge pile up. Well, a big traffic jam. And then we go down the inside. Boss me from Barney. Barney making contact once again with Driver. Driver's been bullied. He is being properly bullied, and he's now lost to Remus as well, as he's now dropped 3 positions. And yeah, Yoshi, that was, I think, bullying.
Yeah, it is indeed. Fires out to 15 seconds of penalties. Bullying is not, I don't know, there's still a lot of contact, so the stewards are probably be busy. Considering that wet part of the race, there was definitely a lot of contact, so the stewards, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be looking at stuff for at least an hour after the race is finished.
Definitely as well. Now, Driver is right onto the back of Remus. Now, hopefully we can see Remus get that move done as well. Yellow flag into turn 1. What's happened? We can't see for now. No, not sure. But there we go. And a move from Barney onto Katana. Katana covers off. No, Barney backs out this time. Doesn't make that move. This is the move for P3. But still, Barney's got penalties. So it's Katana. But Barney's got the most with the 12 seconds worth of penalties due to track limits, which is a shame. We've had a spin there from Michael. It seems like. Is that Michael? Side by side, Remus and Toro. Was it Remus and someone? Driver maybe? Yeah, Driver. So once again, Driver getting impeded. Which is a big shame from him. Now having a look at the rest of the grid as well. Well, yeah, let's have a look. Drive. Oh, there we go.
Yes,
Once again, Yoshi, it's finally enabled.
With 5 laps to go, this is literally a repeat of Austria. Yeah. So, well, I know it's DRS for position in the next game. But really, what DRS is as Michael's retired, we've got a virtual safety car, so DRS has been disabled again. Michael's going to crash at the final corner, is he?
Where is he?
Oh, straight,
yeah,
right?
So he's lost it. He's lost that rear. And now, it's not a full safety car, it's a virtual, but still, this will spice it up somewhat. At least it will calm the drivers down, and we've still got 4 racing laps left to go with this Grand Prix. So this has been a good Grand Prix, Yoshi.
Yeah, it is. Once we get back to green, yes, we really know. But what a race! We are 4 laps to go. So it will end at some point because we need to have 3 laps of racing. So it's going to be the end of the virtual car soon. But because it's not a full safety car, don't know when it's ending. We won't, sadly. So Once it goes green, it goes green, it goes green now.
There we go. DRS wants to get back enabled. And let's see what he can do now on board with Katana. He's going to try and put pressure onto Trat, but Boaty still 11.2 seconds up the road. He's pretty confident now. 3 laps left to go of this Grand Prix. And yet, it looks like it may go in the way of Red Bull, and especially Boaty as well, putting himself to the top of the championship, as well as the constructors as well. Trat has done pretty well, but Tiaz Korsman in P10. He's onto the soft compound tyres. So is he trying to take the fastest lap points? Maybe.
Yeah, it's weather point. Weather point. Yeah.
It's something at the end of the day. So possibly take it, and he makes his way through on Werner there in front of him now. Just a case of using DRS, I think it will be now. So let's keep an eye on the start finish straight, because this is where we will see moves getting done, especially as well. Now, also G-Man and Lucek fighting as well. G-Man, we've seen him have some very good battles with other drivers. Lucek goes for a switchback. No, does not work, and he just has to stay back now. And G-Man slots ahead this time, so he'll be pretty happy with that one. Tiaz Korsman still onto the back of Werner this time. DRS opportunity will be coming up any minute now, and he will go through, I'm sure, with these positions. Now keeping an eye on the others. Remus also around the outside this time. No, sorry, this is not Remus, it's Barney and Katana. Katana for the inside line. The sister car there, both fighting with the brother car as well. Now, Katana does not get the exit he needs and stays behind Barney there. Remember, Barney had the DRS opportunity. Could there be a lunge from him? No lunge at all. So, a great move there from Barney as he slots himself to P3, but may not be for long due to penalties in the race. Now, here comes Tiaz Korsman. DRS opportunity will be coming now. Probably doesn't even need it. There we go. 3 he goes. DRS, using his DRS and also DRS opportunity. And a nice big gap he can pull out now between him and also Werner as well. So Werner loses down into P10. It's not a bad race from Werner at all, actually. But Driver, he's had an amazing race. He's actually going to move up to... I think he's going to move up to P4. So even that is incredible from him. Maybe even P3, which would be interesting. Maybe not. But anyway, Boaty is a 1:21.4. So Boaty gone even quicker this time. As we are on lap 35 at 36, 2 laps left to go this Grand Prix. And this is a very, very good race. Barney, 1:21.3 as well. So these drivers, Yoshi, are going even quicker.
Yeah, they are going quicker. And watch out for Tiaz's lap time as well. He's going through on the final sector now. On the penultimate lap, but yeah, both got a comfortable lead, 12 seconds. It's on. Him to win. Him to win.
Wow.
I can't change that, shouldn't we?
Yeah, well, you may have just jinxed it, Yoshi. You may have just jinxed that one. But here's a move that we've seen. It's Toro and Driver. Driver he could not do anything really. Toro with a great lunge there. Gets us to the front. A bit of a nudge there from Driver, but nothing comes out from him. So great move there from Toro once again, moving up to P6. Tiaz Korsman's gone even quicker, 1:19, but remember he's on the soft compound tyre, so he's trying to take that fastest lap point. Anyway, wide there has gone Barney. Barney's dropped a lot of positions, so what's happened to him? Sorry, something's gone on. He's fighting there with Driver. No, he's fighting with Barney. No, he wasn't. I was trying to work out what it is. So Driver fighting with Barney there, but didn't go in his favour. Now, the last lap of the race now. We're on lap 36 out of 36 here for the Mexican Grand Prix. And this has been a great race as well, with Remus starting on pole position. So let's see who will be in the podium spots as well. But Boaty is, well, if we can ride on board Boaty, that's the most important thing really, is he's going to come around Toro comes around. But yeah, Boaty has just got to cruise it home now. That's all he can really do as well. So thank you all so much for watching this. But do not go anywhere after the race, because we will have the interviews as well with all of the winning drivers as well. But yeah, Boaty comes around the last corner. He's had a great race today. Qualified did not go in his favour, but great start from him, and he's brought himself up. He's not only just done that, he's brought himself up to the top of the Drivers' Championship, and maybe, I'm not too sure, but may have just brought Red Bull even closer to the top of the championship as for the constructors. So this could be Red Bull's year once again. Barney and Driver both fighting out this time, but still no moves done from them as Boaty is almost coming around the last couple of corners now, heading into the same section. We will see the confetti cannons come up now. maybe not. As we now come through the last corner, and what a race it has been from Boaty, but he still comes out stronger. He's going to bring himself to the top of the table. Boaty wins here in Mexico for the Season 11 VD Racing League, and there we go. The confetti cannons are out for Trat. But yeah, a great race from Boaty as he's run round 4. And here comes Trat for P2, and he's done it. Great job from Trat. Remus, sorry, that's a great finish from Trat because he's done the exact same from last time. Remus up to line. He has done it. No, he's done it, just about does it. Driver comes up to line. I don't think he will go much further. But Paul Remus is out of the podium opportunity. And Toro P3. There we go. So he won't be too angry with that one as well. But TL's Corsman may have just, well, he definitely won't be happy with this one. But Yoshi, great race.
Yeah, great race indeed. What a race, though, from start to finish. Yeah, crazy. Absolute crazy. And we could expect more on the Saturday too. You never know. But so far, it is probably Boaty back on top once again in the Drivers' Championship.
It definitely is. And this, well, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, Yoshi, because if it's going to be like this is going to be a really good ending to the season.
Yeah, it is indeed. With 6 rounds to go, Boaty's doing what Kevin did last season. So it's still on for Red Bull to carry on the legacy to be champions again.
Exactly. So, right, great race there from Boaty as he brings himself to the top of the table, and he is now our race winner and also our championship leader. So a very good race from him as well. Boaty, there we go, won the race. Trat in P2 from the last round as well, so very good performance from Trat. P3 Toro, he'll be very happy with that. Katana P4, Remus P5, P6 goes to driver, 7th goes to Nilu, 8th goes to Barney, 9th Tiaz, so that a bit of a shame from Tiaz, he may have ruined a few points in the championship. 10th Werner, 11th Lucek, 12th Serban, 13th Froby, 14th G-Man, 15th Vastas, 16th Bradley, 17th Connor, 18th Michael, 19th Nico-san. And we will say goodbye to Yoshi for now as he's sadly got to go. So
I gotta go, Sally.
yeah, so we'll see you. Well, it'll be you tomorrow, I'm afraid. But I'll see you next Friday.
Yeah, see you next Friday.
See you later. So do not go anywhere because we have now got the interview. So we'll head down there now. So what a great race we have had. And, you know, I'm sure it will be very interesting to see what these drivers have got to say as well. Let's start with P3. Toro, that was a great race from you. Qualifying went in your favour as well.
I mean, quali wasn't that bad. I think I made a mistake on my final lap. Race was quite awful. Fucking game. Well, it was dry, but it wasn't at the same time. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Well, I lost like first 30 seconds because I boxed on hards and I didn't box for inters. And I'm still on podium. In my opinion, that's a really good race from me. But yeah, I wanted to win, but yeah, it is what it is. I will take it.
Still, I mean, it's not bad. Did you think you completely fumbled the race when going onto the hard compound tyres early?
To be honest, I thought that it was a great idea to box on hard because Mark was saying that in like 10, like in 5 minutes, it will be enough for dries, but it wasn't. So yeah, sadly, it is what it is. But yeah.
It is what it is, and it's still good points for you. YB, any questions from you?
No, not at all.
So well done, Toro, there for P3. We're going to move to our race winner, sadly, as Trap won't join. Boaty, you have won the race. You've also brought yourself to the top of the championship as well. That's not bad.
Definitely a very good result. After qualifying, I didn't really thought I will have a chance to clinch the win. But after I saw that Toro and Tias went to the dries and the track was completely wet, or it was not ready for dries, I was just pushing like mad to try create a gap. So if it will dry up, I can box and came ahead of them, and which also happened in this way. And yeah, I'm leading the championship. That's the most important, I think.
Exactly, and Red Bull, I think, have gone to the top of constructors as well. So you've done a triple header here today, and I'm sure you'll be very happy with that. Talk us through as well the traffic you've had. Sorry, qualifying I think was most important. What happened in qualifying?
I don't know. Maybe just the setup wasn't right. I don't even know what happened. Neither either. Maybe the setup or just the not pushing the limits or didn't find the reference points and the turning points. So I don't even know what happened in qualifying. I was shocked too.
Well, still, I don't think it was that bad because you still managed to win the race and pick up the championship, well, the new drivers leader and also the constructors leader. So triple header for you guys. Definitely not bad at all. We're heading into the Netherlands next weekend. What are your expectations?
Well, obviously I did pretty well last season, except the collision with Kevin. So I think I can do. I can maybe get pole and hopefully win next week too.
Well, hopefully so. YB, any questions from you?
No, not at all.
Right, well, I think that pretty much sums it up today. So, a great race here in Mexico City, and I'm very excited to see what the rest of the season can bring. But thank you all so much, so much for joining in this round. And we will see you in Netherlands. Well, we'll see you tomorrow as well for the Tier Saturday race. But you'll hear me next week in Netherlands once again for the Tier Friday race. And let's see what Boaty can do if he can manage to bring it home as well. Obviously, we're only halfway into the season from that round. So, let's see what they can do. But until then, have a very good night.